Hi, this is Ashok here. I help individuals in their struggle with the most important and the painful question of their life, that is, what to do with my life, through my insights, trainings, coaching, and consulting solutions. So, today's topic is how to find my interest. Again, let me remind you, I am talking out and out in the context of what to do with my life, not in any casual manner. So, what are we trying to cover? How are we going to find our interest? I start with the mindset which is required, and then we need to define the interest so that not to get confused with the multiple definitions of interest. Then I introduce you to the approach of this whole derivation, and then I will introduce you to the interest areas. Then I will help you to find your interest areas, and then I will also help you to find your dominant interest area, then your interest landscape, and the interest theme. Don't worry if these words, the interest areas, dominant interest areas, interest landscape, interest theme appears to be new to you. In a minute's time, I'm going to explain all those. Since this is a long video, I have made the two parts, that is the part 1 and the part 2. So please don't forget to watch the part 2 of the video, which is given in the description link. So if you are set, let's start. Mindset. See, one of the biggest challenge which I have seen in my own life by grappling with this question, what to do with my life for such a long time, that is, I would say 25 years. The biggest mistake or the biggest misunderstanding which I had was considering this what to do with my life question as one simple question and then one simple answer. Boom, I got it. No, that's not the way it works. In reality, it appears exactly how you see in this picture. What to do with my life is a big boulder. And then what is my interest? Probably one of those crucial blows which we require. But that's not the only one, and there are many other dimensions or angles which are required for us to figure out what to do with my life. So, never ever think that what is my interest if you find that is equal to what to do with my life. That's not true. So, with that foundation, I want to move on and tell you what is the definition of interest. See, what I have seen in myself over the years and also with the people outside. See, one of the things which always astonished me is that we talk about words at random so casually, that is, like floating words like interest, passion, purpose, vision, mission, objective, and so on and so forth. But then, if you go deep and ask someone, then definitely they are not able to define the interest in terms of the true understanding, in terms of the depth, in terms of really feeling it. You don't see that. Now that's where the problem started. Why? Because we have multiple definitions of interest and shallow definitions of interest and so on. So for that, I just want to, put an end to this multiple definition of interest and then conflict between the definitions of passion and interest. So let's just focus on this definition, what you see on the screen. Interest, in its very simple term, is anything which grabs your attention. It definitely attracts or pulls towards it, and it makes you curious, enthusiastic, basically motivates you, and it it feels natural, comfortable to relate, and it leads to a reaction that I love that, I want it, right? And then if you're coming across that for quite some time, then it might also feel to you that, oh, that's me, that's my type. So that's what we are talking about when I say interest, and how to find my interest is in this context. So if you are freezed with the definition of the interest, let's move on. Okay, so now I think I have cautioned you about the shallowness in the previous slide, right? So there is a one more challenge in life, that many of us think that the questions which we are attempting, like, what to do with my life, how to find my interest, how to find my passion, as just a one step process, or a single answer process, or a one sitting process, or a one event process. That's not the case. That's not the case. These are all very, very complex problems to digest. So I would take you in through steps where it can lead to your interest, or a specific unique interest. So just to give you an analogy here, for example, uh, let's say Bangalore is what you are searching for. I'm from India, so I've taken the example of Bangalore. Now, it's very difficult if you have not seen the globe of or the map of the um world. So then, first thing which you need to figure out is Asia, right? Because that's the basic. And then once you figure out Asia, then you have to figure out India. And then in India, if you go below south, then probably you'll find out Bangalore. So now if I have to translate it into the context of how to find my interest, then I can call Asia as your interest area. That's the fundamental, basic. Then further narrowing down, I can say your India is your interest landscape. It's like that one scenario, snapshot of one big scenario, scene. And then the Bangalore, I would say, your interest theme. So I hope it is very clear for you right now that how you should approach this question of how to find my interest. That is, you start with the interest area, then go to the interest landscape, and there you find your interest theme. And after that, I will let you know how to proceed from there. So if you are set, then let's start. Interest areas. See, when we say interest areas, it can be broadly classified into two categories. That is a tangible category, and the other category is intangible category. So what do we have in tangible category? People and things. When I say people, what we are referring is the human being alone and everything related to human being. It can be caring, serving, managing, helping, everything related with human interaction, human management, human relationships, so on and so forth. So that is the representation of person or a people, human being. When I say things, what we really mean is everything other than the human being. You can just include everything, in my opinion. Like, just to give an example of, it can be buildings, automobiles, electronics, the earth, ocean, outer space, plants, even animals, microorganism, and human body. So please don't get offended if I have added animals and plants. It's only for the um, uh, categorization purposes and make the things easier. So that is what we refer as things. Now let us move on to the intangible part. In the intangible, there is two areas of interest. That is, one is data. See, when I say data, what we are talking about is its world of numbers, facts, figures, information, procedure, rules, and so on. So that's what we are referring to. And then the ideas. When I say ideas, what we are talking about? It's thoughts, possibilities, perspectives, insights, discoveries, innovation. So that's what we are talking about. So I hope this has given you the basic idea of the broader interest areas which we can, fix in terms of a definition to make things easier. So as I already told you, this is, your Asia, right? Yeah. So if you are through with this, let's move on. See, now the first question which comes to our mind is that, you know, okay, if those four are the basic interest areas, then what is mine, right? That's an interesting question, right? So your interest area is two of them. One from the tangible interest area and the other from the intangible interest area. So you have one tangible interest and you have one intangible interest. So now we have to figure that out, right? So let's find it now. Okay, so this is a small exercise. Um, you can see on your left the people and you can see on your right the things with the pictures depicting as much as possible about the things and the people in those perspectives. So now I want you to closely watch these two pictures, feel those pictures, grasp those words, and look at uh, in a way where now you can apply the interest definition which I have explained you previously, right? Interest is something grabs your attention, it motivates you, it pulls you towards it, and then it feels natural and comfortable, and it makes you to react or say that I want or I love that, and then it also feels inside that it's me or it's my type. So don't think too much, look at the two pictures and close your eyes and make a decision. Is it people? Is it all about helping, teaching, influencing, managing, persuading, serving, empathizing, caring, interacting? Or is it things? Is it all about your world is all about building, making, maintaining, constructing, processing, handling, rearing, growing, fixing, operating? So open your eyes, tell me what is yours. Is it your mind tilted towards people or things? So if you have made the choice, then congratulations. So you have found your tangible interest. Now let us move on to the intangible interest. The exercise remains the same. Closely look at the two pictures. On your left, you have data. On your right, you have idea. In the world of data, you have all those graphs, logic, formal, facts and figures, objectivity, policies, procedures. Whereas on the idea side, you have theory, concepts, inspiration, perception, intuition, reasoning, visioning, subjectivity, art. So again, apply the criteria of the definition of the interest. Close your eyes and just visualize yourself in your life, what you are pulled towards, what attracts you, what grabs your attention, what comes freely to you, and finally, which one do you think you feel that's me? Okay, so what's yours? Is it data or ideas? Open your eyes and make the choice. So if you have made the choice, then congratulations, you have found out your intangible interest. So now let us move on. Now I want to introduce you to one more step, that is your dominant interest area. So what do I mean by that? See, you have seen that there were four basic areas, two tangible and two intangible, right? And then you made the choices out of the two, and then you are ready with one of those tangible interest and then one of those intangible interest areas. So now what I'm asking you is to take those and then figure out which one is more attractive, which one is more like you, which one motivates more than the other to you. That is what you have to find out. So that tells your dominant interest area out of the tangible or the intangible choices which you have made now. Just to give an example, because there are many possible combinations here, I take one example and I will show you what I mean by that. See, for example, let's say I have selected people as my tangible interest area, and then I have selected or chose idea as the intangible. Then now I need to look at those two pictures closely and then apply that interest criteria again and then figure out which is the dominant one and which is the secondary one. So don't think too much, just close your eyes and see what pulls you towards it. Okay? If you are done, open your eyes and make the choice. So if you have chosen, you are already through with the dominant interest. So you have found out. Congratulations. So finally, where we are, you have figured out your tangible interest area. That is either it is people or things. You have figured out your intangible interest area. That is either of the data or ideas. You have also figured out the dominant interest area. That is either people or things or data or ideas. So just to recall, you have come so far. That is in your how to find my interest journey. Started with the mindset, defined the interest, understood the approach, got introduced to interest areas. You figured out your interest areas. You figured out your dominant interest area. So now in the part 2 of the video, we will look at the interest landscape and interest theme. So please watch the part 2 of this video. So if you have liked this video, please give a thumbs up. And if this kind of videos makes your life better, it helps you, it's needed, please consider to subscribe so that uh, you can watch my later videos or in whatever way I can help you in future. So thank you. See you in the next video. Ashok here. Thank you.